This thing of Brickles, I've seen him go, I don't know, half dozen times this year, and he looks, he's got a nice way of going, but he seems to, he trots 7/8 of a mile, you know what I mean? I've had a couple like that. Trotting Colts up and in position now to gates in motion. From the rail out is DS Misdemeanor for Brickle alongside Brandon Smith, guides it to the Handyman. Runway 3, it's Happy Hour from Malin Martin alongside Seriously Aggie for Todd Chadle out on the rim. Levin Soul and Wayne Long, 2-year-old Trotting Colts, revved up, ready. They're off the Handyman between horses, darts out for the lead. Seriously Yankee alongside second, DS Misdemeanor down along the railway third. Off stride went the leader, the Handyman. And DS Misdemeanor now comes away with the lead. Seriously Yankee being wrangled back into the pocket second. Trying to regain her composure there. That's the Handyman. And it's Malin Martin with It's Happy Hour, and off stride at the end is Leventhal. Midway down the backside, Seriously Yankee up on the outside now clears to the front. DS Misdemeanor back to second. The opening quarter was in 31 and 3. It's Happy Hour glide along third. The Handyman caught on the outside fourth. Way back is Leventhal. Midway around the far turn the first time, Seriously Yankee showing the way. Sitting in the loose pocket second, that is DS Misdemeanor. The Handyman going along mile for Brandon Smith. It's Happy Hour down along the rail and Leventhal trails. By the stands the first time, sharp looking Trotting Colt up on the front end here. That is Seriously a Yankee. 103, 2/5 into the lower bend. DS Misdemeanor sits the loose pocket second. It's Happy Hour well within striking range third. The Handyman fourth, and 11 solo at the end. Off the turn and into the backside. Seriously Yankee and Todd Shadle up on the front. Creeping closer second. That's DS Misdemeanor now in full stride for David Brickle. It's Seriously Yankee on the inside. Bracing for the challenge from DS Misdemeanor, who takes a peek to the outside for Brickle. And then it's Happy Hour and the Handyman. 3/4 in 136 and 2 into the far turn. Seriously Yankee drops it down a gear, scoots off 2. DS Misdemeanor continues along second. The Handyman coming back for third. It's Happy Hour calling it a day fourth. And then it's 11 so they move off the turn. Seriously Yankee coming out one more time. DS Misdemeanor powering up in the center of the track. Seriously Yankee digging deep. It's DS Misdemeanor up on the outside. DS Misdemeanor sticks ahead in front, battling back Seriously Yankee. DS Misdemeanor in front. Out of the whole mile. And now, ladies and gentlemen, up in front of the stands, the official winner of the 9th race wearing the red saddle pad, number 1. Please welcome DS Misdemeanor. 2-year-old Brown Gelding by Explosive Matter out of the good mare Tig Hanover. Owned by Mitchell York, Cranberry, Pennsylvania. Trained by Mitch York. Driven to victory in a time of 2:09 flat, and that is a new lifetime record. In the sulky, that was David Brickle. Results of the 9th official, the 1, DS Misdemeanor, your race winner. 2, the Handyman, third. The 3, It's Happy Hour, finished fourth. And the 4, Seriously Yankee, who's second. The 5, 11 Soul, finished fifth. Fractions opening quarter 31 and 3. They went by the half in 103 and 2/5. 3/4 in 136 and 2. The time for the mile was 2:09. From the top down, it should read 1:34.25 on the bottom. The time for the mile 2:09 flat. In the barn area, you can get them around for the 10th. We're looking for Ginger Tree Finney, Shake a Leg Hanover, Threat, and Sapporo Hanover. When you're ready, thank you. 10, yep. And 1 is a walkover. Checks for 1 through races 1 through 8 are ready in the office. In the barn area, the checks are ready for pickup in the office for races 1 through 8. Once again, the checks for races 1 through 8 are ready for pickup in the office. Thank you. Here, they used to, and then I don't know what happened about, I think it was 2 or 3 years ago, they didn't want to race during the fair. Like, it was really weird. Like at one time they raced, like, let's say Sunday night and Monday morning. Sunday night they would race at, let's say, 6 o'clock or something like that. And they'd have lights and everything, and they'd get a pretty good crowd. And then the next day, the post time would be 10 in the morning, and the gates don't even open here until 11. You know what I mean? And they race at 10 in the morning. So then they didn't race Sunday nights no more. Then they just raced, I think it was early. It was like 10 or 11 in the morning. And then all of a sudden, they didn't want to race no more during the fair. The fair is in September, right? It's the second week in September.
Oh, that's when the actual fair is?
Right. That's what it always was. They've been trying to move it into July, for whatever the reason, but they don't. They think their attendance is bad in September, so they think they do better in July. So they've been trying to move it. So anyway, they raced here a couple years ago. It was pretty cool. They called it Wild West Days. They had all kind of stuff going on here, horse related. That was pretty cool.
I wish to do that again.
Yeah, that was neat. They had. Tell you that one day was really cool. You know what they had? Like in the morning, let's say post time was Hanover, owned by the Shadles from Spring Glen, to Hayes and Moshkow from Hanover, Pennsylvania. Todd Shadle drives. Short field of 4, making their way to the backside where starter Junior Martin will sort them out and get them ready for the start. The upcoming 11th race is the final race of the afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Racing resumes tomorrow, post time 1 p.m. There are 10 races on tap for tomorrow. Tomorrow we welcome the sophomore class of 2020. That is the 3-year-old trotters and pacers involved in the Pennsylvania Sire State County Fair racing program. Very talented bunch of horses. Once again, 1 o'clock post time. Now to business at hand. Pacing colts up and in position, the gates in motion. From the rail out is Ginger Tree Finney for Sam Beagle alongside Cody Shadle, guides the 2, Shake a Leg Hanover. Runway 3, Threat for Brandon Smith, out on the rim, Sapporo Hanover for Todd Shadle. Trotting colts slip around the turn, they're all in line. The gate swings into the stretch for starter Clarence Martin Jr. Far back at the start, Threat, here they come. They're off, and that is Sapporo Hanover quickly from the outside, crossing over to the lead. Ginger Tree Finney down along the rail. He sits a loose pocket second. Shake a Leg Hanover comes away in third, and the early trailer's Threat, who's not much of a threat at this point in the race. Sapporo Hanover up on the front. Todd Shadle's got a hold of this baby. Ginger Tree Finney stalking second with Shake a Leg Hanover, well within striking range third. And then it's Threat. And they race by the opening quarter. Sapporo Hanover takes them there in 30 4/5. Ginger Tree Finney's worked out a dream trip second. Shake a Leg Hanover reserved third, and far back to the trailer Threat. They're midway around the far turn the first time, being led by Sapporo Hanover. Sharp looking pacing colt up on the front. Ginger Tree Finney in the pocket second with Shake a Leg Hanover, the patient Cody Shadle third. They're by the stands the first time. Sapporo Hanover under a stranglehold on the front end here. Ginger Tree Finney right there with him in second. They go by the half in a minute flat. Sapporo Hanover leads him into the lower bend. Ginger Tree Finney won't go away, stuck like glue. Shake a Leg Hanover gliding along third, and Threat trails in for that long ride down the backside. Sapporo Hanover just pouring it on the front here. Beagle taking a peek to the outside for Ginger Tree Finney. Shake a Leg Hanover can't stay with him. He backs off. He's about 8 lengths off. They're midway down the back lane. Sapporo Hanover drops anchor down the backside. Ginger Tree Finney now on to be second. 3/4 in 132 flat. And just like that, Ginger Tree Finney scoots off. Shake a Leg Hanover takes up the chase second, and now closing the gap with every stride. Back pacing at the end is Sapporo Hanover. Ginger Tree Finney takes him to the top of the stretch. Off the rail, here comes Shake a Leg Hanover trying to run him down. Ginger Tree Finney all out at the inside. Shake a Leg Hanover continues to gain ground. Ginger Tree Finney on the inside. Shake a Leg Hanover trying to get there. It's going to be tight. Here's the line. Ginger Tree Finney, man, it just held on a whisker.
Did it again today.
Yeah, just like you said, I couldn't believe it. I mean,
Last week was worse.
kinda. He's way in the back.
I mean, he sounds like a rifle.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, up in front of the stands, the official winner of the 10th race, wearing the red saddle pad, number 1. Let's welcome Ginger Tree Finney. 2-year-old bay gelding by Captain Treacherous out of the good mare Ideal Weather. Owned by Sam Beagle, the Ginger Tree Ventures, Double D Racing Stable, and the Reber Chesson Stable. They're all Pennsylvania residents. Trained by Sam Beagle, driven to victory in the time of 2:04 1/5. First career victory for the 1 Ginger Tree Finney. The driver is Sam Beagle. Results of the 10th official, the 1 Ginger Tree Finney, the race winner. The 2 Shake-a-Leg Hanover finished 2nd. 3 Threat finished 4th. And the 4 Sapporo Hanover was 3rd. The fractions were opening quartered 30 and 4. They went by the half in a minute flat. 3/4 in 1:32. Time for the mile was 2:04 and 1. From the top down, it should read 1, 2, 4, 3 on the bottom. The time for the mile was 2:04 and 1/5.
I know and then when they reopened them, the governor, remember when he reopened the bars?
Yeah, for a little
And,
bit.
and then he shut them down. The night that he shut them down, I live right across the street from an Itlo club.
Pacing Philly is up and in position, out of gates in motion. From the rail out, Seychelles for Zach Kaiser. In the middle, it's Dan Till Sunset for Roger Hammer. Out on the rim, Mountain Peaks and Brandon Smith. The gate wheels into the stretch. 2-year-old pacing Philly is revved up and ready now. Here they come. They're off in the center of the track. Dance Till Sunset hustled away. Seychelles down along the rail second. And Mountain Peaks being wrangled back. The early trailer third. They skid around the lower bend and make their way to the backside the first time. Dance Till Sunset. Roger Hammer up on the front. Zach Kaiser worked out a dream trip. He's in the pocket second with Seychelles. The trailer is Mountain Peaks. 4 lanes front to back being led by Dance Till Sunset and Roger Hammer gliding along here. Looks to tap the brakes a bit. Seychelles climbing up a closer second with Mountain Peaks third. 33 seconds flat for the opening quarter. Dance Till Sunset, a reserved pace being laid out here. Seychelles content to draft along second with Mountain Peaks third. Nobody's in any particular hurry here. Dance Till Sunset continues to show the way. And now Zach Kaiser takes a peek to the outside, looking to turn up the heat here on Dance Till Sunset. So that's how the story goes. Dance Till Sunset on the front, caught on the outside now, looking to prompt the pace at Seychelles. Mountain Peaks sits 3 lanes further back in third. The half was 104 4/5. Dance Till Sunset continues to show the way. Seychelles, the whip is up on that one. Off stride, briefly went the leader, Dance Till Sunset, and Seychelles gets a big break there. Now in full flight down the back lane. Seychelles leads it. Coming on now second is Mountain Peaks, gaining ground with every stride. The whip is up on Seychelles. Zach Kaiser hears hoofbeats. They sound like thunder. They belong to Mountain Peaks. Brandon Smith coming out with a furious rally here. It's Seychelles on the inside. Brandon Smith's got Mountain Peaks right alongside second. They went by 3/4 in 1:36 and 1. They take it to the top of the lane. It's Seychelles bracing for the challenge of Mountain Peaks, who powering up on the outside. Seychelles battling back on the inside. Mountain Peaks under a drive in the center of the track. It's Seychelles inside. Mountain Peaks outside. Mountain Peaks sticks ahead in front, and it's Mountain Peaks at the line on time. Now, ladies and gentlemen, up in front of the stands, the official winner of the 11th race, wearing the white saddle pad number 3. Let's welcome Mountain Peaks. 2-year-old Bay Filly by Artspeak. Out of the good mare, My Gal, My Kenna. Owned by Brandon Smith, Bedford, Pennsylvania. Trained by Roger Hammer. Driven to victory in a time of 2:06 and 2/5 by Brandon Smith. The results of the 11th official, the 1 Seashells finished second, the 2 Dance Till Sunset was third, the 3 Mountain Peaks your race winner. Fractions opening quarter 33 flat. They went by the half in 104 and 4. 3/4 in 136 and 1. Time for the mile 206 and 2. From the top down it should read 2, 3, 1 on the bottom. Time for the mile 206 and 2/5. And ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the program for today. Racing resumes tomorrow post time 1 p.m. Until then, enjoy the rest of your day. We'd like to thank the fans for your support and the horsemen for their cooperation. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon.